today is day 2 of the strike. All right. You know, the longshoremen said, no, ma'am, no, sir. We want some more money. Let's negotiate. It's not right. We don't want our jobs to be taken away by automation. Blah, 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 blah. Shout out to TQS. Was it you? Was it your homies, TQS? Is that who did that? Even though they probably, probably people you don't know, because it's a certain age demographic where they really off the hook. OK, shout out to TQS in the building. I see you. I appreciate you. But so it's day 2 of the strike. OK, Biden said, from what I understand, what did he say? He said, oh, shit. He basically said, my name is Bennett and I ain't in it. Basically, his words were, my name is Bennett, I ain't in it. And even though you better think a union member, I ain't heard Cam say shit. If y'all seen her say something, please let me know. I'll be glad to look it up. But from what I've seen, she ain't said shit. But like my girl said, you better think a union member.
Another national story with local implications is the ongoing port strike. Dock workers in Philadelphia and Wilmington are taking part, and they're vowing to stay on that picket line 24/7 until a deal is reached. Action News reporter Corey Davis has been following the walkout from the start. He's back live at the Packer Avenue Marine Terminal for day 2. Good morning.
Sam, good morning. Experts are saying it's going to take several weeks before the everyday person starts to actually feel some type of change with all of this. And behind us here, we have the dock workers. They are members of the International Longshoremen's Association. More and more of them are gathering out here this morning. This is their second day of no longer loading cargo on and off ships at ports from Maine to Texas. Experts continue to tell us that even with this work stoppage, it'll be several weeks before the impact is felt by the everyday person.
Pause for a second, okay? So we're just going to wait until that happens. So we already know the eggs is high, the milk is high, right? So they're just going to be like, it's okay. You don't know. Remember that dude, the video from yesterday? Shout out to everybody that watched that video about that crazy man talking about you ninjas out here, why you voting for Trump. There's something happened to you when you was a child. Y'all seen that video. If you didn't, make sure you see it after the live stream, right? So Cam said, you better think a union member ain't got shit to say. So they're just going to wait. Shout out to Dr. G. So they're going to wait until it gets worse. Everybody was already having a problem, allegedly. Let's just go by TikTok. Allegedly, everyone's already having an issue, right? The eggs high, the milk is high, ain't got no place to live. Housing is a human right. We getting kicked out. We getting evicted. We just had eviction night, child. Even Big Tiff is getting evicted, okay? But now you see that no one's coming to the table. They ain't trying to get together. They not trying to resolve. Biden said, my name is Bennett. So they just going to let it be. So this is your government at work for all the people that's waiting around for the government to help you out, to do whatever for you, to give you 25,000, 50,000, 6,000. You ain't even gonna make it to that, because once this shit starts to take effect, they're just gonna sit around and wait until it makes it rough for the rest of us. And how many times have I said, the government ain't gonna help you. You better help your damn self. So if it was already hard, how do you think it's about to go now, right? Child, I don't be knowing shit, okay? Let me go ahead and take my bow. Shout out to Madonna. Let me go ahead and take my bow. I can't wait to see what TikTok has to say in about a week or two.
Strike goes on for more than a month or so, we will start seeing the price increase as well for those kind of items. The consumers are the key factor here. Don't get panic. Don't get into the panic mode.
Do not panic. Do not panic.
And Dr. Subut Kumar of Temple University follows supply chain stability and says this strike didn't catch companies off guard. A lot of retailers were able to stockpile goods to hold them over. But analysts also say a strike of more than a few weeks will stress the supply chain around the world.
No.
We're told that almost half of the items shipped into the U.S. come through the 36 ports where dock workers are on strike. Experts say the nation's supply chain is stronger after the pandemic because companies learned from it. But some shoppers tell Action News this feels all too familiar.
But I know how, the whole thing kind of affected us during COVID. So I'm hoping that it's not going to get to that extent where people are, having to like hoard things and like, you come to these stores and things are out of, you can't find them on the shelf. Just like
Tether, is that what's going on here?
the way I'm out here again the third time looking for paper towels. So.
And as for negotiations looking ahead, the Biden administration is upping the pressure on the shipping industry to offer a better deal to the union. They're encouraging both sides to continue talking to come to an agreement. Reporting live here in South Philadelphia.
Collective bargaining. That's what Joe said. We'll let collective bargaining do its thing. So basically, my name is Bennett and I ain't in it. That's what Joe said. Okay. So the dude, whatever his name is, Khabib said, don't panic. Okay. Don't panic. You know how you Americans do, child. It's mayhem. Panic buying begins after dock workers strike, child. It's only day 2.
Tens of thousands of port workers are on strike all across the country tonight. Uncertainty over the country's supply lines has a lot of people in the Mid-South headed to the store to stock up, too.
Fox 13's Jack Bilyeu joins us live at the Sam's Club on Covington Pike. Jack, there was a whole lot of what many people are calling panic buying that was happening.
Yeah, Darcy, we saw countless people walking through the parking lots with their carts piled up with paper towels, toilet paper, and cleaning supplies. And we kept asking them why they had so
cleaning supplies. Cleaning supplies. Shit.
So much over and over again. They blamed that strike. Now take a look at the situation inside the store.
Goodbye. Don't they realize when they do this mess, you the ones that make it work or worse? Child, you can't make it up. This is Memphis. Shout out to Keita, child. This is in Memphis, but still, it's gonna catch on. Trust me. It's day 2. It's day 2. Day 2. See what tomorrow brings.
Every checkout lane was open and packed, and there was a line that went deep into the store. Again, this wasn't a weekend shopping rush. This was tonight, just before 5. One shopper described it as mayhem.
It's mayhem. As soon as a pallet is dropped of paper towels or tissue, it's gone. I mean, there were people lined up for the guy to drop the pallets. I mean, I've never seen anything like that before.
Now, it's worth noting that we went to several stores around the Mid-South this afternoon. Almost all of them were well stocked, many even after that panic buying rush this evening. So if you get out to the store, only get what you need. We're not being affected by the impacts of that strike just yet. Now, we're putting together more on that situation for tonight at 10.
That is Fox 13's Jack Bilyeu reporting live tonight. Thank you.
All right, Jeff. Thanks. So that's the panic has already started. The panic buying, day 2. Day 2, no effect yet, but let's go ahead and start acting crazy. So let's get a little bit of update from the dude that's in charge, basically. All right. This man we saw the other day, this white man. Okay. I don't know his name, child. Let's see what he got to say, child. This is from Twitter. Please don't go to Twitter. Please don't go to Twitter. Please.
These people today don't know what a strike is. Right. When my men hit the streets from Maine to Texas, every single port will lock down. You know what's going to happen? I'll tell you. First week, be all over the news every night, boom, boom. Second week, guys who sell cars can't sell cars because the cars ain't coming in off the ships.
Uh-oh.
They get laid off. Third week, malls start closing down.
Uh-oh.
They can't get the goods from China. They can't sell clothes. They can't do this. Everything in the United States comes on a ship. They go out of business. Construction workers get laid off because the materials aren't coming in. The steel's not coming in. The lumber's not coming in. They lose their job. Everybody's hating the longshoremen now because now they realize how important our jobs are. Now I have the president screaming at me, I'm putting a Taft-Hartley on you. Go ahead. Taft-Hartley means I have to go back to work for 90 days. That's a cooling off period. Do you think when I go back for 90 days, those men are going to go to work on that pier? It's going to cost the company's money to pay their salaries. Well, they went from 30 moves an hour maybe to 8. they're going to be like this. Who's going to win here in the long run? You're better off sitting down and let's get a contract. And let's move on with this world. In today's world, I'll cripple you. I will cripple you. And you have no idea what that means. Nobody does.
Does anyone know what that means? He said, I'm going to cripple you. This is the head of the longshoremen's now. He's the one that's out here talking. He's the one that's talking to Biden. At some point, I guess Biden told him, we'll just let, bargaining, whatever it's called, be taken care of. And then, then I saw, his name is Harold Daggett. Harold Daggett. Let's remember that name. Who is Harold Daggett, the union boss behind port strikes, who makes over $900,000 a year? He's rich, bitch. And he once fought mafia link allegations. So I think somebody said in the chat that is he aligned to the mob? He just might be. He certainly sounds like that's for damn sure. Okay. Shout out to Live from New York. Thank you, honey. He said, proving Trump's point why we need more made in America manufacturing. That is absolutely true. That is absolutely true. But let me read this. This is from the New York Post, just so you can see. All right. There he is. Harold Daggett, child. Fiery union boss Harold Daggett has long cast himself as a staunch advocate for blue collar workers. Shout out to the blue collar workers. Even as he has lived in luxury, owning a yacht and driving a Bentley, and fought off alleged ties to the mob, sporting a polo shirt with a chunky gold medallion, Funky Cole Medina, that's all I think of when I hear that, around his neck, the 78-year-old Daggett, who as president of the International Longshoremen's Association is leading the port strikes stretching from Maine to Texas. He does have a lot of power. If he was involved in the MOB, nothing would surprise me. Nothing would surprise me, okay? He's prone to theatrical flourishes in a September interview as he geared up for the strike. They're going to be like this, Daggett said, grabbing his neck in a choking gesture. Listen, I'll cripple you. I will cripple you, and you have no idea what that means. Nobody does. Child, he ain't playing no games. And this man's got a humongous estate of Bentley. Oh, my God, this man has got hand over fist. So he just got all that being the ILA union boss? Maybe, I don't know. Y'all let me know. But y'all, he got an estate. He got a Diddy estate type of thing. I don't know if there's a picture of it here. Since last year, Daggett has threatened to shut down the 36 ports covered by his union if money crazy shipping companies refuse to issue wage hikes and protections for workers against industry automation. Well, you know what? At least he's fighting for his people, child, because he could just be like, I got my money, F y'all. He could have been like, F that, I got my money, F y'all. Who's going to support workers' families? Machines don't have families, he previously said. Oh, there it is. Hold on. Let me bring it up. Let me show you this man's house, child. Woo! He lives in a 7,000 square foot mansion. Tell me this man ain't got no damn connections, okay? Tell me he don't. Look at this. Oh, it's 5 cars. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's 5 cars. You see this? Woo! Yes, Keita. This was an episode of The Wire in real life now, right? This looks like The Wire in real life now. He sounds like that one port dude on the docks in The Wire as well. Look at this. Look at it. Look at that pool. Shit. I think he's in Jersey too. Oh my God. Sounds like he's from New York from his accent, but he definitely living in Jersey, living the good life, ain't going back and forth with you ninjas. Okay. He good. Okay. I don't understand what's going on here. You know, I always support blue collar workers. Always. Formerly being one. Always. But child, all this is a little suspect now. Look at this. Look at it. Oh my goodness, great. He ain't got neighbors for days. Look at this. He's surrounded by trees and forest and bears, child. Lions, tigers, and bears. Oh my, that's what's going on around here. What is it, a little outhouse? What the hell is that? I'm sorry. This is his outdoor sauna, child. That is his outdoor sauna. Okay? Woo! I ain't messing around with that, man. You heard? I'm not messing around. What is this? A large brick pizza oven stands poolside at the Sparta home, child. A skyway from the main home gives covered access to a 5-car garage. A skyway. This is the skyway. That sounds like some shit down there at Disney World. A skyway. That's him, 78, living his best life. Ain't going back and forth with you ninjas, okay? He out there though. So shout out to, what is his name, child? We gotta remember his name. Harold Daggett. We're going to check in with Harold tomorrow, child, all right? But just a FYI, he out there. This is day 2. Panic buying seemingly already starting, at least in Memphis. You ain't got nothing to worry about. Biden said it's not his problem, and we ain't heard from Cam. That's your strike update. Shout out to our girl up in here. Thank you so much, hon. Hey, y'all. As always, we in here, okay? I'm sure that Cam is going to save the effing day, all right?
Physically. We do not care